Hey guys, I am just back from watching Deadpool and Wolverine at a midnight screening, and I gotta say, it kicked arse. It was super fun, and while doing what Deadpool does best, being a comedy, there's a lot of emotional weight that this movie has any right to display, but it does a great fucking job with it, and that is down to the performances of both Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. They give it their all in this movie, particularly Jackman as this new incarnation of Wolverine. And I'm not going to go into the details, I don't want to spoil the plot. And if you're worried that this movie might tarnish the legacy of Logan, it doesn't. In fact, it kind of ratifies the events of that prior movie. Cast-wise, the cast is great. As I said before, both Reynolds and Jackman are fantastic in these roles. Be it the sharp, witty banter between the two or actual genuine emotional exchanges, they are great as a duo in this movie. And although it's been a while coming, it is well worth the wait to watch these two bounce off each other. The rest of the cast is fairly solid as well, but the standout for me is Emma Corrin's Cassandra Nova. You can tell she is having an absolute ball playing this character, essentially the evil twin of Charles Xavier. She's a delightful glimpse into what could have been if Charles Xavier had turned into a supervillain, and relishes all her evil deeds and actions, torturing those around her and being an absolute vile foil to both Deadpool and Wolverine. Our second villain is Mr. Paradox, who is part of the TVA. He's played by Matthew McFadden from Succession, and he's pretty fun as well. He is just being a slimy, sleazy piece of shit who wants to prune Wade's timeline, and this is where the source of the conflict comes from. When he's on screen, you just know he's having fun as well, playing this absolute piece of shit character. If you're an MCU fan, or even a comic book fan in general, or a comic book movie fan, there is so much here for you. There are so many cameos, so many Easter eggs, that even the most cynical comic book movie critic couldn't help but crack a smile. But as well as giving us lots of fan service, it pokes fun at the fans in a good natured way, but it does call out some of the silliness that the MCU has garnered in recent years. My only real criticism of the movie is the involvement of the TVA, and even then they kind of rectify the issue I have, because I was worried that most people who come into this, if they haven't seen the Disney Plus show Loki, they may be a bit lost, but there is a breakdown of how the TVA work. It's just the interconnectivity of the MCU rearing its head again that makes me nervous, and is my biggest criticism of the MCU at the moment. You have to have watched 6 or 7 other movies or 6 or 7 TV shows to understand what's going on, but it is smart enough not to entrench itself in the Loki plotline to muddle an already complex story and ruin anyone's enjoyment of this fun flick. So, is Deadpool and Wolverine the saviour of the MCU? I wouldn't say it's the saviour, but it's a damn fine place to start. And if you just go in expecting a fun Deadpool flick, you're going to be pleasantly surprised, because there's a lot more to this than a couple of crass gags and a cool team up. This is probably one of the better summer movies I've watched this year, and yeah, a hell of a lot of fun. So yeah guys, have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine? If you have, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. My name's Martin, this has been the Trash Picture Show, and yeah, have a good one, take care, bye now.